Hello and welcome to another video. I want to talk today in this video about the spiritual marriage that is occurring before the physical marriage with your twin. So on this journey, we are going through a process of attaining spiritual marriage before we come into the physical marriage or the physical union. So the spiritual marriage is that inner union process. It's the spiritual marriage that happens within you, within the divine feminine, the merging of the masculine and the feminine, the merging of the two energies back into one. And so this is an ongoing process that is happening throughout the whole journey. And then once you come into the spiritual marriage, you are then able to manifest the physical marriage. So these two energies, as I've talked about in many videos, are coming together in a spiritual marriage, and this is unifying within you. So you're coming into that beautiful inner union. You're unifying with your masculine and your feminine. You're unifying with your twin. You're becoming one again in the energetic union, one energetically. And that is then allowing you to manifest your physical, divine, harmonious, sacred union. So we have to remember that the process here is not like an ordinary relationship. We are first getting activated to attain the spiritual marriage, because even in the Bible, everywhere, they talk about the spiritual marriage. And they talk about that for a reason, because most of the stuff in the Bible, not that I study it or ever really have too much, but they do have some things in there that are related to this whole process and the process of what we're going through in terms of the twin flame process, and the fact that this journey is about first attaining the spiritual marriage within to really come back into the one unified field. And this is something that all of you are feeling. So before that spiritual marriage happens, we cannot have the physical marriage because we still have to attain the spiritual. So the spiritual marriage is very important because that is your inner union. That's when you're unifying within yourself and you've come into that beautiful inner union within, which you feel more and more building on this journey. So the divine feminine is going through the process of really preparing herself for her divine counterpart, to receive her divine counterpart. And so she's preparing and she's in this preparation to receive her physical divine counterpart. Before that happens, we're going through the spiritual marriage. We're going through this alchemical union within that's constantly building, that you're constantly unifying by shedding the duality and the separation within. So I talk about the inner union, which is very important in this journey, which is the spiritual marriage. And so this is what has to occur first on this twin flame journey, on this journey back to union, before we can have a harmonious relationship in the external that reflects that spiritual marriage that you have attained internally. So this is why this inner union process that you are going through, divine feminine, is very important. This is a process of preparation for these new earth timelines that are coming online more and more. So the divine feminines are being prepared for those timelines. So you're not going through a process that is, for no reason. You're being prepared for your divine union in the higher timeline. So we're constantly timeline jumping to come into those higher timelines, to come into those 5D timelines that are now becoming available. And, if you have got activated, you are ready to step into your union. You're ready to step into 5D consciousness. You're ready to come into your heart. You're coming into that inner union, attaining your spiritual marriage, to have your divine union in the flesh, to have that manifested for you. That's all what you're building right now. You're in that preparation. So it's very important to continue your process and understand that it's all unfolding beautifully and that there is a process happening here. So we are going through the process of having this inner union, this spiritual marriage, to really then have that reflect in the external world, no matter what the external world looks like right now, no matter what the 3D is reflecting. So we don't focus on the 3D, we focus on the spiritual marriage, the inner union, and that is really shifting the 3D and the divine counterpart. So there is a lot that you need to let go of in terms of the 3D in order to really focus on what's going on within yourself to really truly make this all happen, because the 3D is a big distraction and it's not going to allow you to fully come into your divine union within if you're constantly going to be pulled by the lower energies, by the 3D. It's very important to remain focused on your inner union process, because that is your union that's manifesting. Everything you're feeling inside is going to manifest outside. So if you come into a spiritual marriage within, you're coming into alchemical marriage, that is going to manifest outside for you. So I talked about this on Patreon a little bit, how there's no timeline possibilities left. Once you come more into inner union, there is less and less timelines available. So this means that, you're heading towards one destination, and that's your union. And so this is what we're all going through. If you're on this journey, if you're very focused on your process, on your inner union to attain that, if you're focused on that, if you're really focused on your ascension, you're going to manifest your union, because that's where it's all leading you towards. It all has you are going towards that divine path. So all timelines are converging, and all timelines are leading to union. So we're in a very big place right now in terms of the energy. We're in a very, big energy right now, where we're really transitioning out of 3D timelines. A lot of 3D timelines are collapsing, so we can anchor into the higher timeline. So we're going through this process of this inner marriage, this spiritual marriage within ourselves, and this is becoming very solid. We're solidifying in that spiritual marriage. We're coming into that union, that 0 point within our heart. And we're manifesting our destiny. We're manifesting our union externally. This is really important for this whole process, that you understand that this is not going to happen in the physical unless it has happened in the energy, unless you have attained the spiritual marriage, which is the inner union. And that is what the divine feminine is preparing for throughout this whole journey. That's why she's activated first. She's going ahead first. She's going through her process internally, healing her heart, healing her womb, activating more of her heart, expanding, ascending, really going through this process of transformation to come more into alignment with her soul, with her divine feminine power, and then unifying with her soul aspects, unifying with her other half of her soul, which is her divine counterpart. So all of that is building within yourself throughout this whole process, preparing you to receive your divine union. So everything's happening and everything's unfolding divinely, and everything is going to manifest for you after you have attained that spiritual marriage. And then you will feel that internally very strongly, very powerfully, that everything's in alignment, everything is going according to divine plan, and you're feeling that spiritual marriage, you're feeling that union within, that inner union. So if you would love more help on your journey, if you love more help on your process, if you need more support, you can join Patreon for more content, support, guidance, help, meditations, activations. There's lots of content available to support your journey. And we have Q&A sessions every single month if you would love to join that as well. If you have any specific questions, you can reach out to me for a private session if you need more help as well. I will link all my courses that I have available as well. There is a lot of support in the courses for this journey as well. I send you so much love, and I will connect with you in the next video.